Good Heavenz. It's 9 million Scovilles. It's way hotter than it's 9 million Scovilles.
We always find a way to talk about this.
Not tonight? I mean, whenever you're ready.
We're going.
Yeah, I know. Whenever you're ready, we can. Yeah? You can sit down. She did it. If she did it, she won. She did it like 3 weeks ago.
Did you shit blood?
That wasn't last week.
Right.
Yeah, that wasn't. It wasn't last. I haven't seen you for 3 weeks. It definitely wasn't last week. Last week was fucking Thanksgiving.
Yeah, the week before that.
No, I didn't see you that week either. We had Tekken.
Yep.
It was Smash Bros.
Gross.
I have no idea.
The worst game ever.
Smash Bros? What in the fuck is wrong with you?
Fucking overrated.
All right, hey guys. So this is JROC. We're here for another episode. Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, like another episode. You know, we're about to do this. It's a gaming edition. We're not talking about fucking basketball tonight.
We will.
We probably will.
Eventually.
I don't
Trust
know.
that.
Anytime y'all see me talking about
I can't
basketball,
help
I really don't know what the fuck I be talking about. That's why y'all see me talking about old references and shit. I still thought Golden State was going to the playoffs and shit, like the first episode.
Your old references is what keeps the real truth of the game alive.
Exactly, except
So
the
I
Robert Horry
appreciate
shit.
No, you was wrong about
No,
Robert
I wasn't.
Horry.
I was right.
Yeah.
You couldn't prove me wrong.
Yeah.
That boy is the luckiest player. All right, so we got Mr. Fury himself. We got Taylor, Master Kush, Papa Drew, Scott, whatever the fuck you want to call him. A Boogie's back, Alex. We got my dog Thomas over there, the fisherman with the plan. I mean, he deals with Hunter Dirt, so he can deal with anybody.
Was that English? Did you catch that?
Everybody.
Did you cut the mic off, man? Nah, not you, not you.
I did. I just put it back on though. It's back on, right? Check.
Don't be cutting the fucking mic off, bro.
Push it up again.
All the way up. Oh shit! I did have it off.
This boy here. This boy here pulling a J-Rock.
I get you on
Here
all
we
that
go.
shit.
This boy pulling a J-Rock. Hey, don't walk through there.
Yeah.
Walk around. That a boy. All right. So Taylor pick number 3. Our first subject is going to be. I'm gonna go around and ask y'all some questions. Our first one is, what's your favorite console and why?
Hola, ¿cómo estás? What?
Not you. What's your favorite console and why? Video game console.
Probably PS4 because you can do whatever the fuck you want. Watch porno, videos, play your games, talk to people.
Your first
in Japan.
thing was watch pornos.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Makes a lot of
You know
sense.
what I'm
First
on.
thing.
Yeah, no, all right, yeah.
You gotta stick to the facts.
Talking about
You gotta
pornos.
stick to the facts. The facts are what count here.
A lot. Mr. Fury, what's your favorite console? It's already on, bro. You're good.
I don't know, man.
Yeah, it's on. Yeah, we can see that it's on. All right.
I would be Sega Genesis.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah.
Why? Streets of the Rage?
Well, you got a lot of things, man. You got. Well, yeah, the controllers are way more durable.
Facts.
Button smash
But
you
all
motherfucker.
old school shit is more durable. Like the Nokia brick snake one. You throw that
love
bitch
that
across
thing.
the street.
It's just more of a nostalgic purpose.
I like that.
Yeah.
Breakthrough with a lot of the games that they put out. You know, Sega had a lot of really fun, interesting, engaging games with crazy graphics covering whole screens when the only other comparable thing at the time was really Super Nintendo. And they were doing badass shit too. Mortal Kombat was the jam at the
Yeah.
time.
But it didn't have blood on Nintendo.
Dude,
Yeah, I was
but-
about to say that.
I just remember
parents.
like Sonic stands out to me for Sega Genesis and him
Sonic out
like
here
running
struggling,
into
though.
a spike and
That
coins
boy
going everywhere.
Sonic ain't getting no jobs.
Dude.
He got a movie though.
He has Mario and Sonic at the Olympics.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. As you look at the camera, what's your favorite console, big dog?
Well, you know, I'm kind of stuck, man, between the original
Atari
place,
1900.
what I had to go through to
Yeah,
get
I know,
that. But the original PlayStation because
Tony Hawk era, man.
Tony Hawk and Tekken.
Tony Hawk. Yeah. Oh yeah, I saw that.
Yeah,
but it's not gonna be the
dope.
same though, man. Like that nostalgic skipping school, playing fucking Tony Hawk.
Huh.
I definitely skipped school.
Yeah, I see that. That used to be it right there.
Midnight Club.
And then you got the Nintendo 64 because of Mario Kart and
GoldenEye,
GoldenEye, man.
Let me throw in on this Nintendo 64. I used to like it as a kid. Have you played it now as an adult?
Nah.
It's fucking garbage. You literally want to throw it across the room.
Well, that's because of the graphics and shit.
Dude,
And the
really
mechanics.
bad.
And the mechanics of it.
Really bad.
I believe it.
I don't know. I guess the original PlayStation. I was gonna say Sega, and then
You motherfuckers took all.
so I don't know. It's a tie-up. I almost want to say Xbox, the OG Xbox.
Xbox
because
OG.
of Halo.
Halo.
It really brought a lot more of like that whole LAN party multiplayer
Yeah.
stuff.
Oh, well, I used to fucking LAN party. I went to, you think you're good at a game, and then you go play other people that are really good at the game. I went to this big ass like warehouse LAN party, like Halo tournament. And I was like, I'm fucking murking motherfucking my little cousins and shit.
I know the.
I went 2-36 or some shit like that. I was like, you motherfuckers are real. Yeah, I know, right? I was like, oh, you motherfuckers is real.
Well, I know we're talking console here, but at the time that Xbox was really big, I was also really playing Counter-Strike and stuff a lot, and first-person shooters on PC, and Halo was kind of that push for me to start playing consoles a little bit more. And oh yeah, absolutely, and I think that was the first one to deliver that. N64, we all played GoldenEye and stuff, but it was just a whole different level.
With their hands, fucking no matter what.
You had to play as Odd Job, and you had to crouch the whole
Exactly.
time. Nobody can get
Exactly. Or you run sideways. I was watching a video that said if you run sideways, you strafe, you run faster. Let's see. My favorite console of all times. That's a hard one. But I think I'm gonna go Super Nintendo. I feel like I play Super Nintendo more than I play anything else. I put more hours in Killer Instincts in Super Mario World. Probably, yeah. Donkey Kong. Super
fucking
Nintendo.
hate Donkey Kong.
You hate Donkey Kong?
I absolutely despise it. I don't think it's a good game.
Really?
At all.
Nobody said it was a good game. It was just like Super Mario. But
No.
God damn it! You know what? You guys said PlayStation 1, but y'all know y'all didn't say Crash Bandicoot. See, now that just changed my whole. I'm like,
Damn. Now thinking about disc-based games, you got me thinking of the Dreamcast with Soul Calibur 2.
yeah, and Crazy Taxi. And
It was the worst.
What?
Oh, terrible.
what? You had Ready to Rumble?
So bad.
They did have.
Yeah, it was terrible.
Taxi was fun.
The
Most of the games were trash. They had a handful of games that were awesome.
Crazy Taxi,
There was some Sonic in my
Yeah.
Sonic. You had Ready to
Sonic
Rumble.
Adventure.
Yeah, that and Taxi, Crazy Taxi. Like, other than that, no. There's a reason why Dreamcast fucking failed.
Ready to Rumble.
Yeah, they failed because they didn't have any backwards. They didn't have anything to protect it from people downloading games. You can literally download a game, burn it to a disc, and play it right on the Dreamcast.
Yeah. Well, you were able to do that with PS2 and Xbox One also. Not
You had
Xbox
to-
One, the original Xbox.
You had to modify it. The Dreamcast, you don't have to modify at all. It just does
Really?
it. Yeah.
You had to modify the original Xbox
Mhm.
and the 360.
Yep.
Well, fuck me. All right.
So what is your what about yourself?
Hot seat.
I don't play video games enough to have a favorite. It really depends
But
on.
you
It
just had a
depends.
whole conversation about why Dreamcast sucked. And you don't
Yeah,
have a
we're
favorite.
talking fucking 98, 99.
Well,
you
that's
know?
I mean, I said
My whole thing is it depends on what I'm playing. If I'm playing MMOs, I'm on a PC. That's just like you had Elder Scrolls or whatever.
talking about consoles right
and
now.
Didn't you say what? I thought PC was a part of that.
No.
We're straight consoles. What we're talking
straight
about?
consoles right now.
Oh fuck me! I don't know, man. 360 was my favorite.
360.
I mean, other than the obvious Xbox, Super Nintendo, which I raped 20 times over as a kid, but as my adult years, 360.
You're out here fucking Xboxes?
I still can't stand the Xbox One. Like I refuse to buy it. I won't do it.
You have the Xbox One, not the OG Xbox.
The OG Xbox has always been garbage, and I never fucking understood it. I hate it. I
That shit-
absolutely hate it.
What? That thing.
I think it sucked. I think it sucked.
Yeah. I'm talking about the big square.
The big
original
black
I
and
always
green
saw-
bitch.
Yeah, that was on the 360.
Yeah, the 360
Oh, yeah,
is my
360.
favorite as an
The
adult.
original Xbox.
I could not stand it.
That
I didn't
shit-
like any of the games on it. I didn't
What?
like how fat the fucking controller was.
You didn't
I
like
didn't
Halo?
like how
They
fat the
did the
fucking
controller.
console was.
Yeah.
I didn't like the stupid fucking logo. There was nothing about it that I liked. When OG Xbox was dominating, I was still, jamming on PS2. Playing Tony Hawk 3, ship level like a motherfucker.
You probably laugh at the Big Bang Theory, don't you?
We're not going to get into that. That's not part of the question. That's not the question.
Hey, you know that girl's in a porno? She got like a porno and shit out?
Wait, are you talking about like
That's the
Science
third
or the
time.
TV show?
TV show.
Oh, that show is absolute trash too. What?
I know, right? I just thought about that. Yeah.
What?
I said, that girl's in a porno. That Kelly or whatever her name is.
Can we talk about porn?
I mean, always. What about you, Alex? What's your favorite?
Oh, well, I had a Game Boy growing up.
You had a what? A Game Boy? Oh, damn.
Those were great.
I still have my original Game Boy. I actually just had it modded, so it has a backlight and it's
Yeah.
fibered.
That's really cool, actually. That's what I mean. It's just OG and like it's small. You can put it in your purse.
Game Boy
and
Color
pocket.
or original?
Oh, the original.
Ooh.
Yeah, for sure.
You can
Yeah.
literally put a backlight in them now.
And Nintendo is like everything. So
Yeah, you're right. I mean, Nintendo out here winning.
yeah, I'll take that from me.
I can take that. I just on that. I remember as like a kid getting my first Game Boy.
I know,
on my
right?
birthday as like I was probably like 6, maybe even younger, and I got Pokemon and I played that shit for hours, and my
Yeah.
parents hated it.
Yeah.
They were like, "Why did we buy this thing for this kid? He's never going to eat dinner with us again." And I think I didn't, honestly, but no,
I really did.
I think my favorite console would probably be Super Nintendo, because that was the one that I played with all my cousins.
Yeah,
and
I'm saying,
stuff.
like, you know where you see that you ride out, you see all the bikes, you're like, oh, we're at Tommy's house tonight. I'm about to go over here.
Like Thanksgiving and Christmas, like at my family's house, playing Mortal Kombat,
Hell yeah.
but I do have to say, I have to give a special shout out to any console that has NFL Blitz on it. Because
Oh, I forgot all about Blitz.
praise be to the game that all families
Oh,
love
I
to
didn't
play
forget about
together.
Blitz. I was talking about Blitz last. Yeah, I said I wanted pro sports to go back to Blitz. I wanted to go to Blitz.
There are a few sports games that I will say like good things about. I mean, I played
games
Madden
are really
quite a
good.
bit
Street
with friends.
games, yeah.
FIFA, I
What
played
about
with
that Def
friends.
Jam Vendetta?
And Blitz.
Yo,
NFL
you know,
Blitz.
Def Jam Fight for New York is still a super expensive game.
I bet. Because ain't nobody out here playing that shit. They had the worst outfits ever. That was back in the crunk era when they were wearing 6X tees, when your fucking t-shirt went to your knees.
The tall T convention.
Yeah, exactly. You fucking yep in my white tee convention. All right, so next one. Your top five games of all time. Any console, any PC.
Console or
We'll start
PC?
with you.
The first two are super easy for me. I'm a big World of Warcraft player. Like, yeah, man. Like I have been an endgame. I have been an endgame raider since fucking 60, dude.
Pokemon, bitch.
Yeah, I've been playing that game since it came out, and it's,
Did you have a war bear?
what's that?
A war bear?
I have had it on 2 different accounts.
I don't know.
Actually.
My
Amani
boy,
Warfare
my old roommate had a war bear. And he said it was like it's the hardest shit to get or some shit like that. And that's the only thing I ever.
I had a
from
dwarf.
Casper.
That's it.
Right on.
I don't
I
know what he
couldn't tell
was.
you.
He was a dwarf.
Yeah,
Couldn't
Alliance
tell you anything
sucks.
about World of Warcraft.
Alliance sucks, but that's cool. And so my next choice is another Blizzard game. Diablo 2 was probably my second favorite game of all time. I'm going to jump onto a console and say this comes with a disclaimer because you can't play this game if you like being good at something. So Dark Souls is...
Fuck everything about you.
You have to
Go home.
You have to be an absolute masochist
Bro, I'm
to
telling
play
you right
that
now.
game and enjoy it.
Blood. I'm gonna tell you right now. Bloodborne.
Oh, man.
I made so many Facebook posts. I want to break that game.
Yeah.
And now I'm playing a game called Neo. Neo.
Yeah.
And I'm on probably the second level, and I probably died over 100
I've
times.
lost girlfriends.
Yeah, bro.
I've lost roommates.
Bro, it's the
Dude.
stupidest shit ever.
I couldn't
Gnarly
get out
game.
of the first area
Well,
of
yeah.
Bloodborne before I'm like, you know what?
Bro.
I'm done with this game.
Yeah, I went literally. You go down some stairs and you fight the first thing. I couldn't get past
Yeah,
that.
that's where I was at. And I'm like, you know what?
I was like,
done.
fuck this game. I don't want
Bloodborne, Dark Souls, Demon Souls, all of those games were one where I would start it, get
Never
frustrated,
finish it.
walk away, and then I'd have to be I have to be pissed off at something. I have to go and I sit down. I'm like, I'm gonna fucking play this game. And then you really get into it. I played that with a roommate too, and we just threw shit.
Yeah, the only
all
way I
over
got,
the apartment.
the only reason I got through the first level is on that new game is you can bring in somebody to help you. And I did that, and they helped me get past the first board, and that was it. And now after that, it's still sitting on my PlayStation. I hate everything about it.
Like, who wants to be a millionaire? Phone a friend.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, I'm like, fuck that.
I'm gonna say N64, Zelda, Ocarina of Time.
Oh my god,
Is up
nerd. No, sorry.
Yeah, that's up there because that was one. That was.
Fuck are you?
Yeah, no,
Wait,
that-
gets to be. I'm gonna say the most nerdest games.
Get out of here!
I know, right?
No, that was one that I really feel like as a young kid I sat down and played and
you
actually
learned how
had
to
to
play the
figure
flute?
it out and never read a strategy guide or anything for a game like that.
Yeah.
Just sat down and tried to figure it out, and it was the
Hey
first
man,
one.
it taught people how to play the flute. You were doing good. You know what I'm saying? Flutes are cool, man. Zelda.
It
I
was
mean,
actually an ocarina, not a flute.
I'm sorry.
Get it right or pay the price.
Which is in the fruit, which is in the flute family.
I feel like they thought piccolo was too complex of an instrument, so
Yeah.
they went with
Why you gotta
ocarina.
bring the Namek in?
I know, right?
Sorry?
What dynamic do to you? All right. Top 5 games of all times. We'll let you do 3.
I don't even think I got 3, honestly.
You don't even have 3?
No.
What's your?
I think my favorite game that I've gotten through, sat down and worked out was probably Silent Hill. I think there's 2, the original.
Silent Hill.
I
that was-
puzzle. I really like puzzle games. So
PlayStation.
anything that's got me thinking. Anyways,
Bob's turn.
It's on, bro. It's not going off.
You literally check that thing every
too.
time.
If you listen to the last podcast, there's a little bit of it.
Yeah,
when I
you turned it off for
I
a
turned it
solid
off for
minute straight.
Yeah, fucking minute. Yeah. All you hear is, hey, yeah, that's cool as fuck, blah, blah. I'm like, fuck. You're like, why can I hear myself?
I don't
Top
know,
five.
I don't know if I have a top 5. I don't know. Number 1 definitely WoW. Only vanilla WoW though. BC and all
What
that
is
shit.
vanilla?
The first original
when it
game.
first came out?
Yeah, because then they started coming out with
Do that because it's gonna be in the camera, sir.
yeah, all the expansions kind of
Okay,
fucking
okay,
ruined
don't
it
do
for
that.
me. I don't know, man. After that, I would just have to say straight up the Tony Hawk franchise
Yeah,
is my number 2. All of them, I just fucking loved.
yeah. Did I just tell you not to play that because it's gonna be clicking in the background? No, ain't no security. Don't do that shit.
Mario Kart's my jam. Neither are not in really any order, except WoW. WoW is my number 1,
Alright.
but nothing else is in order. Mario Kart, fucking... I don't know, man.
That's it.
No, I mean, there's some other Skate. I fucking love Skate.
Like skate with the skateboard. Or
Yeah,
skate with
that
the,
came out
just
with
the-
360.
No, it's a game called Skate.
Yeah,
I'm saying
all 3
they
skates.
have a skate version with the skateboard.
No, that's Tony Hawk.
Yeah, that's Tony Hawk. It's called Tony Hawk Shred or something.
Something
I
like
thought
that.
they had the fucking
Yeah.
skate version. Skate was my shit.
That
That was
fucking-
the
yeah.
first game where you had to actually flip that bitch.
It made you, yeah,
It made
and
you
that's why I
fucking
loved
instead of
about it.
hitting the
It immersed you instead of fucking
Whatever,
left
Tony
square,
Hawk still
fucking
shits
right
on
square.
Skate. Fuck that.
But I still, I love Tony Hawk just because
Yeah.
that's the one I grew up with. But I don't know, my 5th one, I would have to say, I don't know, Pokemon Red for Game Boy. I have to put that in there.
Nerd.
I have 90
Fucking
hours
nerd.
in the new Pokemon game that came out 16, 17 days ago.
Fucking A, Cotton. All right. Little fucking A. All right, my top 5 games. Streets of the Rage. That's one of my favorite. Killer Instincts. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. It's hard. It's my other one.
Yo, fucking Guitar Hero.
Guitar Hero was Rock Band was my shit because I could play the drums.
I was a fucking master at the first
drummer,
Guitar
so
Hero.
that's why. Fuck. Streets of the Rage, Killer Instincts.
Why? Because I'm fat?
Pretty much.
I was good at DDR. Every
Tony
Tuesday,
Hawk.
my mom would go bowling, and I'd be in the fucking game room
Midnight
playing
Club.
DDR, bro.
Midnight Club was my shit, and then like,
Speed Underground.
yeah, I was gonna say,
yeah,
and I was about to
yeah.
say Need for Speed Underground.
Yeah, those were the tits.
You know, all I would do is just listen to the soundtrack, play some.
Right.
Never seen a Civic look so.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah.
If you realistically did the stuff to a
Oh
Civic
yeah,
that
you'd
people
blow it
do
the fuck
in that
up.
game, bro, you would sound like a hump of garbage. Oh my!
You gotta
God.
fucking exhaust this fucking big.
Dude.
Spoilers.
I did
Fucking-
not ever like racing games, but I fucking love Need for Speed Underground.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
Need for
bro.
Speed Underground, and then Midnight Club Dub Edition was my shit. That was the first time I made a fucking Escalade fast as shit.
Bro, I fucking loved messing around with the truck.
Oh yeah, fucking Escalade is fast as fuck.
Putting them bitches on air.
Hell yeah. All right, Taylor.
All right, we're gonna go GTA 5. I was surprised nobody even slept. So everybody was sleeping.
Just kidding, I'm coming back. So my list is.
I was like, everybody slept on that one.
Segue
Counter-Strike
into an entirely
because-
new segment only on GTA 5.
Counter-Strike, because that's how I started.
Yeah.
I would say Sonic. The OG Sonic.
Which one though? 1, 2, or 3?
I would say the first one just because it was like it,
Yeah, Emeralds.
Yeah.
it brought 2 and 3. Without the
Yeah.
first one, we wouldn't have a second or third. So same goes with what is that? 3? It's number 3. I loved Rainbow Six Vegas.
Yeah.
Loved the shit out of that game. And then what would be number 5? God, there's so many. Oh, PUBG. I played the shit out of PUBG on PC. Player Unknown Battlegrounds.
Everybody's like, this motherfucker over here talking about battle.
I know, right? Shit, bro. Like. Damn, bro. I fucked up with not picking GTA 5.
Yeah,
Definitely a lot of mods for that.
Oh yeah.
So many fun mods.
yeah, that's crazy.
I saw one recently that's a Goku mod.
What's your top 5 games there, buddy?
Well, first game I ever owned, Duck Hunt. You know,
Damn,
that's the first one
Duck
I ever
Hunt was
owned.
that?
You know,
With the Mario combo or just Duck Hunt?
it was actually the combo, but
I was
went
gonna say
straight
you
to the
had
Duck
just
Hunt.
Duck Hunt. Where'd you get
Nah,
that from? They made it.
Yeah, you give kids guns. They get
Yeah.
excited. Go
That's
figure.
the first Duck Hunt. Duck Hunt is the first game that I actually
Look
ever
where
got
we
mad
are.
at. Like I feel like Duck Hunt is the first game that ever tried you. Like you
Oh,
missed
yeah.
it, then
You
the
know-
dog,
you know
that
that.
dog just come out and just laugh at you like, like bro, if I'll
punching
come
your
to
screen with that gun.
Like I will fuck you up, dog. Like
real.
you're supposed to be on my squad, bro.
You're like level ends. You don't hit your goal. You're like shooting the dog. Like fuck you, dog.
Yeah, I know, right? I'm
Yeah,
trying to help you out.
and they let you know you missed too.
Yeah, I know, right?
It's the dog's fault.
The whole screen lights up.
Whole screen just red as
You know,
shit.
The first game that I ever bought with my own money was Live 95, NBA Live 95
I already
on
knew that was coming.
Sega. Yeah, man, it's everybody looks the same on that game, but every move is the same. But I just love it. No, you can't have Jordan. You got 23. You got 23.
Yeah.
And then eventually his number got.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
Jordan.
eventually his number got trademarked,
Yep.
and his number wasn't even in. any
Yeah,
of the
for real.
video games.
Then you
Yeah.
had 24.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Jordan
true.
didn't want to be in. Dude, Jordan's
Very
a
true.
fucking douchebag, bro. Like people don't understand how big. Like,
Shout out to Shiesty managers.
what do you say? Shout out to who?
Shiesty managers.
Hell yeah,
For real.
true.
Next, man, was the original Tekken, man. I
yeah.
stayed on that forever, man.
Fuck, I'm fucking up. I, didn't
I
say
was
Soul
on that
Calibur or
forever,
anything. I'm tripping.
and then it was that Mario Kart, man.
Damn it, I
got to put
Kart.
Mario Kart and Crash Bandicoot racing game.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm gonna put
Crash
those both
Bandicoot
as
racing?
4. You know what I'm
It
saying?
was hot garbage.
Because, man, nah.
They released it. I don't know how it is.
It's terrible.
I can't
the
wait.
new Crash
I can't wait to
Bandicoot
play
is,
it.
I mean, it's same, whatever. It's
For
all
real,
good.
but man, more than the most out of all of them, number 5, man, Duke Nukem, man.
God damn it. Damn it, I forgot all about Duke Nukem.
Duke Nukem, man. That's the first game. It was strippers that you could actually go up
I know,
to.
right? Yeah, you can go in the strip
And
club.
I was at an age where I was like, oh, this is nice.
Duke fucking
For real,
Nukem.
Duke
bro.
Nukem.
Fuck, I forgot all about that game. I was like, want to change my whole 5 now.
So, mine are the 2. I gotta put them side by side. They're gonna count as one because it's pretty much the same game. Is WWF WrestleMania 2000?
Yes.
No Mercy. It's actually 3 of them, and the Revenge.
Yes.
For the Nintendo 64.
Yeah.
I probably put so many hours.
That's when I thought I was a
into that
wrestler.
wrestling game.
I used to put my friend in the walls of Jericho a lot.
my
my boy
God.
Charlie.
Because I'm a
Like,
pretty
it's not a
good
game.
I love wrestling,
Yeah.
man. I'm a huge wrestling fan. Yeah.
Damn, dude. It's like make me rethink everything I just said.
Yeah, I know. He was talking about Rainbow
Fuck
Six.
it.
I'm like, fucking SOCOM.
Damn.
SOCOM.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to probably go with, it's going to be Streets of Rage 2. Because it's the better,
second one?
it's
Really?
the better out of the, it's the best
Oh, man.
one. So it's a really good beat 'em up.
It is.
And recently, because I just got this game because it's super rare and expensive, it's a game called Musha for Sega. It's like a $500 game.
Jesus. You spent
And-
$500 on a game, bro?
It's because it's rare as fuck. And it's super, like it came out late in the Sega's life, so of course nobody played it.
Nobody got it or played it?
Yeah. But it's a shooting game like Gradius or something like
Yeah.
that. It's fucking really good. Leisure Suit Larry. Just because it was the first game that I've ever played, and like you were on a mission just
Forgot
to
to
get
say
laid the
Paperboy.
whole time.
I forgot to say Paperboy. Paperboy was my shit, bro. You know what I did say also?
Paperboy is shit though.
Yeah, I know, right? But I was like, yeah, but I'm just saying.
And then,
God damn it, dude.
and then
I didn't say NBA Jams
Darkwing
either.
Duck for NES.
Yeah.
Game too.
Dude, I put
Yeah.
so much time into that, and I just recently beat it as an adult. Is that 5?
Damn, that was 5.
Yeah, that's 5.
All right,
Yeah.
Mike. This should be fun. 5 favorite games are all gonna be new games, probably.
You can also look
New
at
game?
I know, right?
I mean, there is a
Yeah.
video game. I can't remember the name, but it was something about Larry. Probably, it was definitely a porno video
Yeah, it
game.
was Leisure Suit Larry.
Probably,
The whole mission in the game was to bang women.
Exactly.
and they played like live video,
Yeah,
like
well-
for the scenes and shit, right?
The best they could.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
I
yep.
mean,
yeah, 8-bit.
See, I know all about that shit.
Oh shit.
No, but obviously Grand Theft Auto, that's a given. Even though he can't play for shit.
Okay. So boring. I do the same thing over and over
Fallout
again.
was pretty good. I spent some time on that shit. Anything exploratory. If I can explore the ruins of the world and not die, I'm happy with it.
Yeah, you're playing Fallout there for a while.
For hours. Not like y'all in WoW though. Fuck that.
I don't play fucking WoW. I play a lot of Call of Duty though. Just ain't got time
It's
for it.
just, it's gross. Anybody I know that's ever played it, they got a mountain of cigarette butts, a pile of piss,
you talking about
a
Casper?
cup of piss next to the keyboard.
My,
The bathroom's right there.
Who the fuck pisses in a cup?
You're on a 6-hour raid. You can't get up. You gotta piss somewhere.
And if y'all haven't graduated
Yeah,
to
yeah.
Most
diapers
people
yet,
clock
you're
into work
fucking
in 6
losing.
hours.
you don't start the game with a catheter in there? What the fuck?
Pilots do it.
Yeah, I know, right?
I
Exactly.
just piss on the floor like an adult.
Fuck
Go
it.
to the cat box and put that bitch right in front of
Blame it on the kids.
There you go.
Honey, I don't know what the fuck is going on.
Firearms.
Just
It was
give
a-
the kid a few
It
Benadryls.
was a
and-
fucking mod from Half-Life. It was a Half-Life mod called Firearms. But that's like what started the Counter-Strike era and all that
Half-Life.
shit. But
Half-Life
nobody
was
knows
pretty good.
about it, so it's amazing.
I don't know about Fire. I do know about Half-Life. I completely forgot about Half-Life.
Yeah,
And
there was a
Portal.
mod called Firearms. It was pretty awesome, though. It was awesome. But this is like 1996, 1999, somewhere around there for sure. And I don't play games like that, so I don't know. I'm gonna just say I play Grand Theft Auto, Assassin's Creed, obviously NBA 2K. Definitely ain't playing Madden. Fuck that shit. I'll throw that shit across the room. And Grand Theft Auto again.
Grand Theft Auto again for the win. All right, so my next question is, what are your thoughts on virtual reality games?
What's that?
What's your thoughts on virtual reality
Well, let me
games?
say it first. Porn.
Yeah.
I knew it was coming.
Let's get it out of the way.
Give this man the microphone.
Reference. 5 times.
All right, yeah.
They got it in Japan. They've already produced something like that.
Bro, it's 3D porn now.
Like a jack-off machine.
Yeah,
You
dude.
put it on
These things
goggles
are
on,
nuts.
and then there's something that connects to your wing, and it jerks you off while you watch
Why
porn.
are you watching this shit? You need this. No, it's called the fucking
Can you describe that in better detail for me?
Yeah, I know, right? So, what are your thoughts on VR?
I have like one experience with it because I really haven't seen many people with like full systems at their
I
house
had a
for
full
it.
system.
I've seen some of the like cheap knockoffs of it, and they're whatever, you know. But like the one experience I did have with it, I got so disoriented because I was
You probably drunk?
a little inebriated.
Yeah.
I was a little
So it
inebriated.
had nothing to do with the VR.
And
It's
I got extremely close to punching like a brick wall because it was like a bar fight game. You know what I'm talking about? You have to go into this thing and you have to straight up pick out a dude in the bar, tap that bitch on the shoulder, and knock him out. And then I'm
Wait, I
like,
can get points for
I
that?
know,
That's what
right?
I'm
Like,
saying.
that's the thing. Like,
I was really good at this game. Like it was
I've
not
done that
difficult.
so many
I
times
know,
in
right?
real life.
Exactly. That was like my
Second
whole life
nature.
for 16 years. What the
So,
fuck?
so I got really excited and I just kept going and I forgot that you're not supposed to like walk while you're doing it. So
Oh,
I just
man.
kept getting closer and closer to the wall and I'm just swinging, right? I'm just swinging at shit, just like trying to knock every motherfucker out, including my wife. And including my buddy who owns this machine and his wife. They're all trying to stop me, and I eventually had to get like tackled because I was so like into it that I wasn't even hearing them. I wasn't even like hearing them say like, "Stop! You're gonna hit
you got
the
the
wall."
headphones on.
So
Yeah,
dude, it was crazy. I pulled the goggles off and I'm staring at a chimney, like right
Oh,
in front of my
man.
face. So I'm sure if I had more opportunity to sit there and like play around with it, I'd enjoy it a little bit more. But for now, I'm a little scarred.
A little scarred. So you don't
Yeah,
wanna play
I'm
with
sure
it.
if the porn thing is
That's all I care about. I mean, I just give a fuck about
down to try that.
VR to have porn. I really still want you to explain what you're talking about.
I'll look it up.
People that are sanitizing that equipment, they're not doing it right. Number one. And number two, they're not happy about it.
That's one party I'd have to bring my own console to.
Yeah. What about you?
It's pretty cool. I was in high school at a house party, and my friend had a beta for it, actually, which is kind of dope. But I was pretty fucking sloshed. And they're like, put these goggles on. We're flying. I'm like, okay, fabulous. So, you know, I'm doing that. Next thing I know, I'm hitting balloons, and shit's getting all kinds of wompy, and I'm flying. And I don't know. I guess it's like a good concept.
That's probably because both of y'all were fucking wasted when y'all were doing
Yeah,
it.
I mean, yeah. I want to try it sober. I
wanna
just
try it
don't.
sober.
I want to try it sober. What's that show on?
What the fuck? That is amazing. That's
Oh my
amazing.
God.
Are those like titties in his face?
All
He's,
right.
he's playing with titties.
VR is fucking great.
So basically, what we're saying is, we're gonna be doing porn. Yeah, like yeah.
So
Got the
far,
mic.
it's be sober or watch porn.
Yeah, exactly.
Those are the two things that we like.
How do you feel about VR? It's on.
Why do I always look at it? I'm not even trying to do that. I have not experienced VR except for the arcade motherfuckers where like you're spinning around, you know, the thing where you have to, where you have to yeah, we have to like shoot the planes down. However, I am biding my time and stashing away money for the time that full dive VR becomes a reality.
Like Ready Player One kind of shit?
Like some fucking like you know that like
That shit-
like
I don't
some
think I can do that, man,
shit,
'cause-
man. I want to be able to fucking use magic powers and fucking jump off mountains and shit.
Yeah, what's that movie with Keanu Reeves?
The Matrix?
This is where they're
Well, yeah, I know.
video game.
I'm down.
I'm separating my personal political feelings aside from my wanting to do that feelings, because I could see where full dive VR would. That's next step is just machines, eating us for
It
sustenance.
just boils down to porn.
However, nah, dude, I want to slay dragons and shit.
True. I love VR. I've had a
fun.
lot of experience with it, and there's this like pirate game where you have a sword and a gun, and you're just like swiping all these fucking spaceships and shit and shooting them. It's the dopest shit ever. And I forgot what it was called. It's like pirate training or pirate practice or some shit like that. And it's the dopest shit ever.
Practice.
It was the dopest shit ever. And I love VR, and I think that's where it's going. Especially what you just showed me. I need to go to Japan.
Tokyo's killing it, man.
Yeah,
They are.
man. Yeah, they're not fucking around.
How about
They
you?
are fucking around, but in a good way.
I don't know. It's got a long way to go.
Yeah.
I think
Exactly. Like
it-
it's
fun
it's
for
here,
what it is.
but it needs to be here.
You have a lot of competition with the Valve Index coming out and Half-Life Alpha, which is supposed to be the first completely
Look at this motherfucker.
VR game.
Yeah, you're good.
Give me a hug, Wesley.
Sorry, lost my train of thought.
yeah, no.
yeah,
So large
yeah.
man walking in.
Fucking come here, you dirty bitch.
One
You
dude
come
walks
here.
in and gives everybody a hug.
This is a lot.
This is so comfy. Oh my.
it. I'll leave it at your house somewhere.
Yeah.
That's odd to me. I know, it's weird.
Do me a favor. Sit over by Thomas.
After I get my hug.
I know, right? Yeah, I know, right? Sorry, guys. This is brought to you by a break real quick.
Yo, let me go ride your bike around
Wes
the corner.
showed up late. Now we got fucking bromance going on. All right, back to you.
All right, well, it's like in its infancy right now. That's which is a good thing because now you have competition with HTC Vive, Oculus, and Valve
I was
just
gonna
came
say
out with
Oculus.
the Index.
Yeah.
So it's just a matter of time. I know that they're working on a way of tracking fingers without using gloves. The guy that started Wolfenstein ID, that guy.
Yeah, Skynet for sure.
He's the one that owns Oculus.
Yeah.
And he's really pushing the idea of Oculus in VR gaming.
I'm just saying, I've never
But
seen
it's
a
got
movie.
a long ways to go.
Yeah, I've never seen a movie where that shit ends good.
Skynet.
iRobot, Terminator, all that shit
Yeah.
never ends well. Just saying. What about you?
It is what it is.
It is what it is, bro.
All this time I was thinking that VR was a migraine waiting to happen. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Putting on all that and being like in another world or something like that. But now with the being able to knock people out in the bar thing and the porn
The porn
situation.
Oh, it is. It's a jack-off machine.
Oh, this 6.
7.
No, 7.
7.
We're just getting 7 through 10 if y'all want.
Yeah, no,
Thank you.
Jack-off machine.
bro, that is the wildest shit ever.
I would have to
But,
say.
I feel like we're all pretty wild. Like we've all partied together and shit like that. But like, if I ever walked into one of y'all house and shit and I see y'all with that, I'm just like, what?
You're like,
the
yo, I need you to leave the room.
It's gonna be 2 questions.
You can use it after me if
One,
you want.
why the fuck did you invite me over here? And 2, how long did it take to ship to your house?
My man Mike said they got him at Best Buy.
They got me at Best Buy.
That's what Mike said.
They don't got that shit at Best
Jerk
Buy.
off machine
Right,
at
bro.
Best Buy. No, they don't.
If they're sold out, I bet you that black.
Best Buy car.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Let's all go to Best Buy
I
right
bet
now.
Yeah,
We're trying to run a train on the machine.
I know, right? I guarantee you that Black Friday sale was sold out immediately.
For sure that. You know what
That's
I'm
the
saying?
only
So,
way I'll be sitting out there.
You know.
Not to go off on like too much of a tangent, but kind of matching up like what you guys were talking about as far as like what's going on with this and the evolution of it and being able to get more dexterous with your ability to play with it. And at what point does that then segue into like training programs for people across the world?
Well, I mean, they already got like the aviator
You know,
shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Surgery, surgery, flight simulators. Like all kinds, like astronauts. They do a lot of the VR with that training.
I think that's pretty amazing. And
those people are watching porn and getting jerked off, playing with titties.
Jack off machine.
Listen. If it gets to the point where it's like, all right, third finger tighter, like giving me pointers while I'm doing it, that's
we talking about
right
prostate?
there. Surgery. All right.
Oh, okay.
Surgery.
I mean, that got pretty good. All right. So, Wes, you just got here. I'm going to come back to you guys in a second.
That's fine. I was going to suggest that also.
Yeah.
So,
Wes, I got a couple questions for you. First one is your top 5 games of all time.
Oh, man. I'm a big, RPG fan. I love, and I like American RPGs, not the overcomplicated shit. So, Bethesda makes some of my favorite stuff, even though it's broken half the time. So, probably Fallout, New Vegas. I love the Mass Effect trilogy, the original one.
I forgot all about Mass Effect.
I love that game. Blue Chicks, it's the best shit ever.
Damn, I
seriously.
forgot. You can make them fuck at the end, or you can kill
right?
one. The first one's fucked, bro. The first one's fucked because you got to choose one at the end.
Yeah, well, you got to make a lot of choices, and that's what I like because I can go back to it later and kill other people that I didn't kill the last time.
Which one did you choose? The blue lady or the?
Always.
You
the
chose
blue
the blue
alien.
one. All right.
She somehow makes it to the end every time.
Yeah.
I don't know how. So.
I killed her. I didn't kill her off. I did. I killed her off.
But yeah, I mean, other than that, other than those types of games, I think that some of them kind of come in waves where you'll get really good iterations from a series, and then other ones just kind of, okay, like Skyward Sword was whatever, but then Breath of the Wild was like, oh, I'll put that in my top 5 any day of the week, So, but yeah, as long as it moves at a brisk pace and doesn't hold your hand too much, that's pretty much up there for me.
I like it. And
favorite console?
What's your favorite console of all time?
I own all of them, but I'm an Xbox One guy mostly. But lately it's been the Switch. I think that's
of all
really
time?
No, still Xbox One. I get more variety there.
Xbox
I get
One
more
of all
variety
time.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, I didn't start gaming till Xbox 360 was a couple years old.
Oh man.
And when I say I played Mass Effect trilogy, the original one, I played 1, 2, and 3 all in a row.
Back to back?
Back to back to back. They were all out already. By the time
you had no life, huh?
Oh no, I got a used Xbox 360, the one that was supposed to red ring. I still have it. It still works. I bought it off a buddy.
That was the
$100.
That was the thing that made me so mad. I'd fucking the Red Wing. And,
Did you get one?
Oh, of course. Everybody got one, bro.
I never got one.
Really?
I didn't get one.
White privilege.
Green privilege, whatever.
Right?
Green to red privilege, whatever.
And then your thoughts on VR. What's your thought on virtual reality?
Other
than porn. Let's just be real.
I have a lot of thoughts on that part of it. But I think that compared to the red framework from old VR attempts, I think that we've come a long way, just like everything else. I thought it was interesting when he was talking about the, detecting fingers and stuff like that. You see the shit women wear on their fingernails these days? Yeah. They got full studio apartments on each nail, and if you get something to read that's semi-permanent. That might actually be a good way to do it. But I mean, I can't afford that shit right now.
It's just another way to track you, man.
So that limits my opinion on VR greatly.
Track your fucking fingerprints.
Yeah.
Thought it was a migraine. Found out it has the jack off machine. So and orgasms heal migraines.
He
so
said it was only $400 too for the jack.
I'm all in.
That's it?
Wow.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
That's what he said. I don't know.
I used to work in the sex toy industry. I mean,
yeah, it's like $1 billion industry. It's crazy.
So that if it's really only $400, that's cheap.
Sold out.
We need to all
I'm sure.
I'm saying we just throw in and get one. I mean,
I'm gonna let the camera see my face a little bit more real quick. $400.
$400,
dude. Man, for unlimited hookers.
For And if it's VR, that means you can put it in any scenario.
It shows you a selection: real life, anime, hentai, octopus.
Oh,
here's the next thing. Here's the next thing. Here's the next thing. Is you're going to be able to download from cam girls and stuff like that have made pre-made VR videos that just you can upload to your shit, and you're like, this is my favorite porno girl. I'm going to go specifically get this. I'm just building a plan in my head for what I'm
just
doing
saying,
after I
don't
leave.
give
here,
it all
by
out,
the way.
man. We can start working on this. I'm just saying we got enough.
I want no part of it.
But you'd get one though. If somebody gave you one for free in the box.
If they gave it to me,
Yeah.
yes.
I'm just.
But I'm not gonna spend $400 on something. That
All
my
right,
hand
Steve.
can do.
I need you to try this out for as
But
long
your
as you
hand-
can.
But can your hand like? I don't know, man.
You've never found an at-home remedy better than your hand. I'm gonna take
course.
it to Amazon right now. I'm gonna show you some.
Well, this
Why do I
machine
need
is
any
not
of that?
quite
Don't talk
a
about
hand.
this shit. It's gonna pop up on your Facebook like Wish.
But-
Wish be putting crazy shit on my Facebook.
They put
like,
crack pipes
I was just
on
gonna
mine
say.
for
I was
some
like, Wish. I'm
Do
like,
you
Wish.
get
Why
to-
are you putting cocaine bags on my fucking Facebook, bro?
Or the vacuum cleaner straw.
Yeah. I'm like, Wish. What? Are you, Wish.
I haven't done cocaine in like 5 years.
Yeah, like-
Why is it here now?
I was like, what are you
Where
doing,
were you 5
Wish?
years ago?
All right, guys, here we go. I'm about to get attacked on this one. I already know.
Oh, is this the one?
Actually, no, it's not the one. We're gonna do.
okay.
What do you think the future of gaming is, other than VR? You got the mic first. Might as well.
Man, I don't even know, honestly.
Yeah.
I really don't, because everything that consoles are doing, this is going to go into something else we're going to talk about later, obviously.
Yeah.
Is PC's already ahead of it.
That's the loudest pinball machine ever in the history of the world, by the way. Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, so whatever consoles are doing, PC is already 3 times ahead of it. So there's honestly no telling. The only thing that's next step is live action video games. Like, that's the only thing I can think of.
Where you can control people like Ready Player One.
Well, it's, live actors instead of, like, CGI or any of that stuff.
That did happen back in like the early 90s.
Well, I think you're thinking of Dragon's Lair, maybe? Well, they kind of did it.
No, it was like night. I don't know. It was some game where like they do active scenarios. I mean, it's all locked in, and they only do. Well, what you're talking about is something that develops as you're playing it, whereas
Yeah.
those were all like things that were filmed.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
It's, it was on Sega CD. It was like Snatcher and Night Trap. and
Night
stuff
Trap.
Like that.
Holy
That's what
shit!
it
I
is, Night
forgot
Trap,
about
yeah.
Sega CD. Holy
Yeah,
shit.
Night Trap did that, and obviously it was all
Superstar.
scripted moments,
Yeah.
but still, yeah. But yeah, if they can, if they can make that into like a progressive system with
Yeah.
those types, but I mean, we get so close to what they call the uncanny valley with things just look so weird these days. But they really got a big hump to get over before they get that real true realism going on. Like Death Stranding came out, and that's amazing looking. So we are close. Well, just looking at like videos, I haven't played it. It sounds boring as hell. But just looking at the footage and stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, it looks incredible, but it's still got that little. It's a little weird. But
What about you, Chief? Where do you think we're going?
Okay, man, I'm still kind of stuck on the other thing we were talking about.
we got to move on someday.
We had a whole conversation
Got to
about
put it on the wish
$400.
list and move on.
My girl better never. She better always be in the mood.
Exactly.
But
Oh, you talking? Because I got Brenda in the closet.
you know,
Your fictional, your
Yeah.
machine, Brandon?
Brenda.
He's planning for the future.
Yeah.
be
Let him be ready.
You know.
man.
Yeah, exactly. My bad. I'm sorry. It's 2019. My bad.
To be honest, where it's going in the future, I don't know. You see how they making the compact, where it's like 80 games in one console.
Yeah.
You don't even need a game to put in. The minis.
The Soldier Boy.
You know.
The Soldier Boy.
The Soldier
That's
Boy.
what you-
Oh man, the Soldier Boy. Have you heard?
have
You had it, bro?
Oh
Soldier
man, how
Boy
did
out
I
here
get that
taking
on there?
everybody money, motherfuckers.
Oh,
bro, listen. He's pulling a. He. Oh
I
yeah.
go on a whole tangent
Yeah.
about that
Yeah.
motherfucker. No,
I remember that.
Yeah, he did. He got fucked up.
He got beat
No,
up.
are
I'm
you
not
gonna?
say who beat him up
Yeah.
out in front of Octave. He was making comments to somebody's sister-in-law that they didn't like, so somebody had to handle it.
This is
without-
borderline incriminating. I'm just saying.
Sure.
Yeah.
Jay, are you gonna tell him about the Soldier game thing? What he did?
Oh,
just like
so-
real quick.
So Soldier Boy came out with a game console. It just had all these other different games on it. First off, he was about to get sued by fucking Nintendo because they didn't play that shit. And then it was like some Japanese knockoff shit that was already out, and it was fucking.
Oh, he's got a whole bunch of them. He's got like a line of them.
Yeah,
dude.
it's a lot of.
So
it's
he really
fucking
tried.
And also the ones that you can get on AliExpress for like $60.
Yeah. But
and he charged like $300.
Everybody was ordering these things. It was the most cheap knockoff thing. It was probably the fucking material of these L&Ms right here, bro.
They made one that looks like an Xbox and a Wii.
Yeah, bro. It was terrible. And then people wasn't getting them, and like,
Of
you know what I'm
course.
saying? He was fucking selling out and shit like that. So people were on back orders for like 6 months. Like, went through all this whole thing. Like, fucking made millions of dollars off this shit.
That's crazy. No, I'm not talking about that. I'm trying to stay away from that, man. But I had just bought my kids, man, the Sega one. You know, hey, shoot, they love it. I'm just trying to catch them up on everything.
Yeah, you got to,
so
man.
Hopefully they'll make better quality ones of those. You know,
Yeah.
It came with the wireless controllers. I had to order the ones with that plug-in because the wireless wasn't working right.
Yeah.
You know, but the ones that plug in work.
Yeah, you
just
got.
fine.
If you go teach them, you got.
You can actually use, if it's the system, I think it is, you can actually use an actual Sega controller.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, you're talking about the ones that Sega re-released and then
Yeah,
they did
like
the
minis.
You know, that actually is kind of when you're talking about where video games are going next. I think they're actually kind of
that's what he
making
was
that
saying.
return.
Yeah.
You know, like in that direction.
Right.
You look at. Well, but even like the newer games, like Shovel Knight and Hollow Knight and things like that are choosy like Metroidvania side scrollers that are just being tightened to a really high level and being polished to a really high level. And they're new games, but they're based on what's old, and they're kicking that shit up to 1,000. Yeah.
DuckTales for the NES.
Yeah.
And
they're challenging, you know?
Probably one of the best games of the 2000s.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They can clearly look at what the sales have been. They can clearly look at what the sales have been like and decide what the best strategy is game-wise to dip into that storyline. Like
Because our generation is getting older, so everybody's appealing to our generation to begin with. I mean,
and I mean, we're having
mov-
kids.
movies
You know
and-
what I mean?
movies
Like,
and
our kids
games,
are going to
yeah.
be doing that next. And
I think like we're hitting a peak with the 3D stuff, and we're kind of the next logical step is to go back and polish what was then, and then go forward from there. And I think that's where the biggest followings are.
They're just revisiting retro style games.
Yeah.
Like Cuphead that just came out.
Or microtransactions. That's another place where gaming continues. Look how fucking mad he is.
You look like you're so
The
mad.
future of gaming is microtransactions.
It's the loudest air hockey table.
It's the
ever.
dude, bro. It's because he's got a ponytail, bro. I'm so glad.
Ponytail?
No, like you ain't got a ponytail like him though. No, I know you can squabble. His ponytail is like, I'm gonna call the police.
It's called the I'm balding, and I'm holding on to whatever I
Yeah,
can.
there you go.
One last time.
I know, right? All right. What about you?
The future of gaming. I see it going a lot more mobile. Mobile gaming. Yeah, dude. Yeah. Now that you pointed it out, it's like so loud. It has to stay. It has to be an esport for it to hold any sort of life. You know what I mean? I see any esport game, hyper realism coming in. And I see mobile gaming being the next thing because like in India and a couple other like areas where you can't really afford to have a computer or a console or any of this other shit, everybody has a fucking cell phone.
It's true.
So that's kind of like, as much as I don't like, I feel like the future of gaming has gone mobile in a lot of ways. So
Well, I mean, I play mobile Call of Duty all the time.
see, yeah, exactly. There's my
I'm really good at mobile Call of Duty, but
I think-
Call of Duty Modern
No,
Warfare, I'm
I don't
terrible
think they're
at.
good. But I
Yeah.
play on PC, so it's like I'm playing on a X. You know what I mean? It's such a it's
like mobile crossplay.
no. I'm playing. I'm playing on a PC, so playing anything on my phone is just weird. It's just weird to me. But I can see that's like how the future's gonna go. It's gonna be free to play games and esports ready.
Yeah, I play Overwatch on my PC with a controller because I can't use it my For the life, I can't do it, man. I can't do it.
It takes a little bit of time. It took a while because I switched from console to PC about a year, maybe about a year ago, and I was like always like diehard console,
Yeah.
but I've recognized like they both have their benefits and they both have their.
All right, well, I'm going to get weird and controversial for just a second, but I won't make the switch to PC because I kind of feel like I know there's a lot of good reasons to play on PC, but I feel like developers aren't making games for PC. They're making them for consoles and then just letting the optimization fall where it may for PC.
Oh no, I couldn't say that's farther from the truth. There's so many pre-release beta alpha games that you can get for cheap, like Escape from Tarkov is a game.
Like smaller development. I'm talking like big developed games that are completely broken on PC, but they run at lower levels on consoles.
I can't think of a game. I mean, if you can name a game that's broken on PC, I can agree with you, but I don't know any of them. Like GTA 5, GTA runs great. I mean, any console game I've played runs good on PC. But it comes down to like, what year did you buy your PC? Is it from 2012?
Yeah, that's
you know what
true.
I mean? Like,
you're like the only person that plays PC that's actually had an opinion other than that. A lot of them complain a lot about the optimization.
Optimization comes down to like how high you set your graphics.
So they're just fucking it up?
I feel like a lot of people are trying to put everything on ultra.
Gotcha. Okay.
And they're like, why does it run like shit? And it's like, well, maybe because your computer can't handle ultra. Put it down to medium.
All right.
It'll run better.
That's cool.
So it comes down to like personal, like, there's a lot of things that go into it. But I see the future being esport games and mobile. And anything hyper-realistic and open world that can get bigger, especially with the new GPUs that are going to be coming out in the next generations of consoles, which are going to be amazing. Mm-hmm. That's when we really get to see it cool.
Gotcha.
All right, well, here we go. This is where I'm probably about to get stomped out at, but I don't give a shit. Here we go. PC versus console, and why?
Oh man, I feel like we already kind of
started this. Oh, no, they started it without me.
I kind of did a little bit. My bad. I just prefer console, and it really comes down to nothing more than less work.
Yeah.
And I think that I don't think anything's hard. It's only foreign. So once you learn how to set all your things up for the PC and stuff like that, I think you get a lot of really great options on there. But I'm not gonna sit here and be like, I hate PC because I love console. I don't hate PS4 because I love Xbox One. I keep that petty shit. But yeah, I'm personally just an Xbox guy. Jay's ready to be petty. But yeah, that's me on it.
Honest question though, because I don't know. Like, does PC have remotes that they can use as well?
Yeah, you can plug in.
I mean, it depends on the game.
You can plug in your Xbox controller, and they have even your PS controllers will plug in; it'll be recognized.
Okay.
Most newer computers have the Bluetooth.
Yeah.
So you can have any wireless controller.
Yeah, mine was an Xbox One controller.
Yeah.
They also make retro Super Nintendo USB controllers, Sega USB controllers. There's also an adapter that you can make your PlayStation 2 into USB.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's so. I think for me it's clear PC, and I think for the longest time I grew up playing PC games with friends when we got to the point where we all had computers and stuff. So around the time that everyone else was like heavy into COD and stuff like that, like I was playing WoW like fucking 13 hours a day, like end game rating since then, and I think you bring up e-gaming and I think the surge of it really branching out and exploding the way that it is, especially like BlizzCon this last year, was outrageous with all the Mythic Plus like runnings with guilds that I used to actually fight world firsts back in like Wrath of the Lich King and stuff, and like seeing these guys that I've watched play for 10 years, like all like on YouTube and stuff, and some of which I've raided with before, now still on the e-game panels, and like they're making mad dough, dude. Yeah. Like some of those guys, their Twitch channels and stuff, it's stupid. And here I am like busting ass, like making enough money to pay my bills and play some video games on the side, and still in-game rating, and it's like one of those things where it's like, please, Daddy, let me go be a video game player, because half of those guys have that opportunity. They've got wealthy parents that they can sit at home and just play video games all day, every day. So I think money is a big advantage there with how that sport's going to develop.
Yeah.
You're not going to have in that sport so much of the NBA factor, the NFL factor, where you got guys working their way up because they have just athletic talent. Yeah. Like, I don't care how good your reflexes are. I don't care how good your reflexes are, unless you've got the computer that's pushing it, you're not going to be good at it. So I think that customization-based gameplay with PCs and stuff is really cool.
And that's my argument right there. I feel like I have to do way more shit to play on PC than I have to do on controller. On a console, I just put my game in, that bitch automatically updates by itself. I don't have to go out my fucking video card or sound. Got to worry about all this resolution.
And
No, it's not about being basic. It's about being, it's not about being basic. It's about I don't have to go out and do all this shit when I just want to play a game. I don't have to go out and fucking do all this extra. Exactly. Exactly.
Yep.
To be and play off what Tommy just said. To be good.
Plenty of us have more than enough free time. Thank you.
Well, I don't. Anyway, like I like what Tommy said. In order for me to be good on a PC, I need to fucking have a good PC. I can't be out here with no goddamn Dell or no fucking
Like my
bullshit.
$1,200 laptop is
Yeah,
kind of a piece
exactly.
of shit compared to the guys that I play
Yeah,
with.
exactly. My shit's
it's crazy.
Freak. What up, baby? So yeah, and that's what I feel like about it. But here we go. This was about to get crazy. What do you feel?
I think there's a place for everything. I think consoles are great. There's a lot of things that are good about consoles. The problem with consoles right now is they're old. Until they get a refresh and the next gens comes out, there's not much of it.
old?
They are. I mean, they're 6 years. I think about every 6 years they come out with a new console. And with what has happened with like ray tracing and all the new like everything that's come out with computers, like you were saying, it's ages ahead of it.
But what game can you play on console that you can't, or PC that I can't do on console? What can you do on PC where I can't do?
Do you want me to pull up the Steam library? I mean, like
Theme Hospital,
I mean, like there's. I mean, I could pull up the Steam library and there's
Arcade
there's
Tycoon.
hundreds and hundreds of games.
Like mainstream games are played on consoles. Top people streaming are on consoles.
Top people streaming are on consoles.
No, I disagree. I disagree.
Twitch is ran mostly by.
Ninja's playing on a goddamn console.
No, he is
Who
not. He
gives
plays
a
on PC.
shit about that motherfucker.
He plays on PC.
He's not even a real ninja. I bet I can kick the shit out of him.
Of course you can. He sits in his room for fucking 36 hours.
That's not true. Hey, that's not true. He was on that Mass Singer show.
What?
Exactly.
Sitting on his ass doing nothing.
Either way, try to get away from personal vendettas against streamers. It's
Yeah,
from
I don't-
a statistics standpoint.
That was a joke. I was
Well,
joking.
Steve was mad.
He was mad.
No,
I was talking.
I really hate
everything
him.
I just said was a joke. Yeah.
But I think I think consoles are good. Consoles aren't bad. And they're just different. Like if you want to have a better, like more immersive experience with like high-end stuff, and you have to be a little bit willing to learn, then spend your time and money on a console or on a PC. You can build yourself something for pretty cheap. Like if you're smart, you can even go on Craigslist and find some dumbass that spent $1,200 on a tower, forgot that he doesn't even play it, and he's selling it for $500 now. You know what I mean? Like I literally got one of those.
I was gonna say,
So-
you get 6 games for $500.
Yeah, but I mean, if I'm spending $500, mine will outlast the next generation of consoles.
Where are you?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well,
It's true. If you go and build your computer from scratch, you can get a computer that'll last 10 years for almost between $300 to $500.
Yeah.
I mean, that's without a monitor, but that's like just your tower.
Yeah, I mean, you can run 4th gen equipment and decent video
Well,
cards.
can I say to that I think that actually is a little bit that with the new consoles coming out, I don't think there's going to be new consoles coming out that create that divide between one line of games and another line of games. The Xbox Scarlet, the PS4 Pro, I think you're just going to kind of see these minor upgrades where you're going to get the same games on those consoles. Yeah. So it's like, and then you got backwards compatibility becoming more popular than ever, whereas, yeah, your PC might last 10 years, but at this point, my Xbox One's probably going to last 10 years too. And it's going to have games for 10 years on it too. and it'll be needing an upgrade that's cheaper than the PC by the time that, you know, and I'm just saying, there was a generational thing with consoles, but I think when you're seeing these, like, minor upgrades where they kind of seem like they're intentionally reaching a cap, it's like you get Project Scorpio and all this other stuff, and it's not a new console. And it'll still play the stuff that came out when Xbox One came out day one. It'll still play Halo 4, you know? It's, I think that like, what you're saying is true, but also kind of irrelevant just from this point on moving forward.
Yeah, I think it's gonna.
Consoles
like
just have more longevity. You know what I mean?
Can I add something in real quick?
Well,
You guys
they
talking
don't,
about how
because
long
consoles are remade every 6 years. Every 6 years they come out with a new version of a console. That's like their go-to thing. Every 6 years it's a new console.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
and that's slowing down. That's the only point I'm trying to make.
Well, I mean, this
it's
is
more
gonna
like
be
upgrades.
this is going to be their third time doing it every 6 years.
So what I was gonna add real quick is, you know, it's outlasting computers and everything right now.
Say
The
your
original
Game Boy.
Nintendo.
Oh, I knew it.
True.
Yeah.
Still works. You can plug and play.
But you gotta have a CRT TV.
No, you don't.
What you got?
You can play it on a flat screen. It just doesn't look as good.
No, it looks bad.
Remember how I was trying to play Killer Instincts? you remember how hard it was for me to fucking find an adapter and find
true.
shit?
So something I want to point out also between the two that I think is worth bringing up is it depends on what you want to get out of the video game. Like,
Absolutely.
are you trying to have a game that has an end, or are you trying to play a game that has a continuing storyline with a community-based feel
Get
to
on
it?
the Nexus and mod out your games and
Exactly. So like, in the end of the day, I really respect what was said in the beginning with, it's not because he doesn't like PC games or that console's better. It's just for what he's trying to do with the game that he's trying to play, what he enjoys doing. It matches better for console. Like, I mean, I grew up playing some of the craziest console games with my friends, like Knights of Halo, Knights of all this stuff.
Yeah.
I think in the end of the day is I stopped having a use for friends. So I got rid of them.
And that was gonna be my point. With my console, I can invite my friends over and we can play on the same thing or some shit like that. I can sit here and watch my boy play fucking WoW and all this shit all the time. Like, oh, this is fun. Like, oh, this is the best shit ever. But it's not. What?
Well, and I've got buddies that I still play WoW with and stuff too. But half the time that I'm playing with them, they're not in the same room with me. They're naked eating Cheetos at their house. But
how else do you play video games?
But in the end of the day, I think for me as a single parent. Well, not single parent, but
I was like, don't you got a wife,
one
bro?
One baby is what I meant to say. So
I was like, wait, we just had a whole conversation.
I've got this baby at home that's like nuts right now, and I can play with people that I don't have to like call them.
Have them come over your
there's
house.
always going to be somebody online to play with when I play those games.
But that's the same thing
Always
with consoles,
going
though.
Yeah, I guess.
It's just prerogatives.
It comes down to prerogative, I guess.
Yeah.
I think we're going to see a lot more cross-platform.
Oh, it's happening now.
I think that's what's going to be the next go.
That's the crazy thing is what Rocket League does it.
Rocket League.
Call of Duty.
Call of Duty did a great job.
The new Modern Warfare does it.
Yeah,
and
they did a
is
great
there
job.
Any other that does it?
Those are the two now, and I believe Fortnite does it. Yeah, they also support. No, PUBG.
I fucking hate Fortnite.
Dude, let me tell you what. If I
can't.
could ever find the developers of Fortnite, I will fucking burn them to the ground.
Is that true though? Is the new Modern Warfare crossplay
Yes.
PC to console?
Yes.
Wow.
But you can also use keyboard and mouse on your console now.
Yep.
It's, well, okay, yeah, but I mean, if
it's
you don't know
Xbox.
that knowingly, you're gonna get wrecked.
No, actually-
PlayStation and PC all can play Modern Warfare together.
Yeah.
Wow. You just have to have their Activision name.
Yeah. It's a lot of fun. And they did a great job at it. They didn't do it so bad that if you're on controller, you're going to get stomped on by somebody on PC.
No, you're gonna get stomped because those people. That's all they do.
Yeah.
Well, I played Overwatch with a controller on PC with presumably all, mouse and keyboard, and I held my own. It was fine.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I know it's not the end of the world. It's just I know for some people that's actually a huge point of contention when it comes to the cross-play argument from PC to that, because to console, because Rocket League and stuff like that doesn't matter. But you get a first-person shooter on there, that's a big deal to some people. And,
Yeah, they kept in aim assist and stuff like that for controllers. So it compensates.
A good aim assist takes you a long way, for real.
It does, and it's a
Shout out to
very
Halo.
good aim assist.
Shout out OG Halo. Good aim assist. What's up?
So I think I really want to see what's going to happen with the next gen consoles, because they have a lot of room that they can really like do some good stuff, especially if you've seen any of the leaks for the PS5.
Yeah.
PS5.
Which looks really weird.
That's because it's for keeping everything cool. It's a prototype thing. They're explaining that they had to do that.
Remember the Xbox prototype? It was literally a black plastic X.
I hope they make a remake of WWF No Mercy.
That's
Right, your congressman. I bet that make it.
This has been real, man. I got one more question for you guys, and then I'm gonna get you guys up out of here, and we're gonna end this thing. The most heated debate ever. We're gonna start. First, we're gonna do Nintendo versus Sega.
It's fucking hard because Nintendo's still
Not for me,
standing.
That was the point.
Nintendo's still standing.
No, I'm saying in their prime. Prime versus Prime.
Honestly, it's whenever your family could afford it at the time. And if your family could afford a Sega, then you were a Sega kid.
True.
And your friend was a Nintendo kid.
Okay, you got both of them. Which one
Yes.
are you picking?
You can't pick just one, I'm just saying.
My family was rich. I had both.
I did not have both.
I didn't have both.
I had to
had
fucking work
neither.
at my mom's restaurant to buy my Sega, which was terrible.
Okay, PlayStation or Xbox? One.
Oh, it's PlayStation.
Over Xbox?
Yeah, absolutely.
What about you, Wes?
Which one, Nintendo and Sega or
Both.
PlayStation? Nintendo. I mean, realistically, I just wasn't I like Sonic games and I like the IPs that Sega had, but
Streets of Rage, bro.
Yeah, Golden Axe.
NBA
I
Jams.
was all right, never mind. You're fucking me up now. No, I liked a lot of their stuff, but it wasn't as big for me because when I was into that stuff as a kid, Pokemon was hitting the scene, in the mid '90s, and so Nintendo just kind of had something for me. Whereas
Nintendo
the
out
other
here
stuff was
winning.
just like,
Nintendo out here winning. That sucks.
But for me, Xbox, I own a PlayStation.
I feel like Xbox revolutionized, man. I mean,
Well, PlayStation, I only own a PS4 for the 10 exclusives. God of War,
shit. God of War 3
Spider-Man. It's like there's like 10 exclusives,
The new
and that's
Spider-Man
literally
is
why I own a
fire.
PS4. Everything else is on Xbox and then some.
Yeah.
It's so, and all my friends are on there. So I mean, I'm very upfront about my bias, but yeah,
I'm
definitely
an
from the
Xbox guy, but I have a PlayStation, if that makes sense, because I got it for cheap. What you? Nintendo or Sega?
Well, shout out my cousin Corey, man. He gave me my first system, the Nintendo.
Yeah.
He had all the attachments. Like I said, the duck hunt, I had the gun, the track game, I had the little thing you had to run on. You know what I'm saying? For real, so he hooked it up.
Fuck.
Yeah, man, but I'm going with Sega though.
Fuck you, cousin Corey.
Yeah, fuck your cousin.
Corey's not going to Christmas.
I was like, Jesus. Ty, what's up, man?
I'm gonna have to go with Nintendo. I mean, I remember my first system was a regular Nintendo and Duck Hunt and all that, and playing Super C, Contra, and stuff. Shooter games back then was awesome. And I was a PlayStation guy. I had an Xbox. I played Halo and stuff like that, but I was always a PlayStation guy. I'm gonna have to throw it out. I should have said this earlier. SOCOM and
fuck.
the SOCOM games,
SOCOM
and then
is
Metal
fire.
Gear series, like
Damn.
that kind of takes the cake for me as far as like what Nintendo did.
Oh, nice.
But yeah, so that's how it is.
Taylor.
Nintendo or Sega is definitely. I'm gonna go with Sega. I'm gonna go with Sega
Fuck cousin Corey.
for that reason. When you said that, I was like, damn, that's kind of harsh. I agree. Fuck this cousin. No.
Shout out to my dog Corey. He gave me my first system, but fuck you. I don't care about that.
Should have given me a Sega.
I know, right?
But there's a lot of classic games like NBA Jams, Earthworm Jim.
I know, right?
I mean, there's just like
Earthworm Jim.
games that I
Fuck.
played the shit out of on Sega, and I mean, that's all. I mean, that's pretty much what I had. So it's kind of one of those situations, and I've always been an Xbox guy since
Yeah.
Xbox One. I had the first I had PS1 and PS2, but
Yeah, Tony
once-
Hawk, you know.
yeah, once the OG Xbox came out, I kind of fell in love with Halo and that whole
Halo started it.
environment that it started.
Damn.
Ooh, yeah, man.
Yeah.
That was a really good
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
and that was they had a good understanding of where the market needed to be, and really kind of pushed that whole like online multiplayer system. I feel like a lot more.
PlayStation credit coming back to me. Now that I said, I'm over here like Tony Hawk's Pro Skater. PlayStation. Never
The
mind.
funny thing about Tony Hawk Pro Skater, I have to say this, is like if you were to show the tricks that we used to do on that video game to pro skaters, you'd be like, yo, bro, can you do this?
Yeah, I just saw somebody do it like probably 3 years ago at the Bradenton skate park.
Oh my god.
I thought it was a fake move, and then he did it, and I'm like,
Or fucking judo. I'm like, what the fuck? How you hold your leg out?
It's just like some of those moves, it's like physics don't support.
I was a grinding motherfucking monster.
you probably had
Dark Slide
soaps.
forever.
Oh yeah, Dark Slide. Yeah.
Fine. Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, what do you do? Nintendo or Sega?
Nintendo. I grew up with Nintendo, and I grew up with the first PlayStation, so there's my answer. I have an Xbox 360 now, and I can't get the trade out.
You can't get the tray? I'd be like that. Well, this has been a amazing episode. I didn't think I was gonna get beat up. I got some console guys with me. I thought y'all were gonna beat me up on that one. So that was good. It's been another Florida Muscle, Michigan Hustle, guys. It's been real. I'm gonna have you guys answer some of these questions. As always, we're gonna stop the camera. Thank y'all for another episode. We got Mikey Nuts over there, Stephen Fury, Daddy Chief, Taylor the Kush Man, JROC, Alex, Thomas, and Wes. Y'all have a good day. Bow. Stop that shit. Bye. Bye-bye. Hey, you push that red button?